What's happening, YouTube? Chris of the Patriot RC channel back with you. Excuse me. I've been feeling too awful well lately, so I haven't got any videos put up. Been half-ass sick and half-ass busy. So this is the Frankenkeeper. This is my uh, Enduro Gatekeeper, Element Enduro Gatekeeper. I took the body off of it, and if this body looks familiar to anybody, body, uh, this is the Everest 10 body. I trimmed down the sides considerably, so we still got the sliders working, and the natural curve of the body fit beautifully, nice and slender. So I just took a ton of leftover stickers I had from other builds and just threw them on here after I painted it. It's outside painted. Um, so yeah, that's what we got there. But I was wanting to talk about my 1/10 scale maintenance that I do here on these. This one, I'm gonna try and get the video put up. I took a video about 2 weeks ago of this in a creek run, and so I did nothing to it other than after it got wet. Well, you can still see the dirt in there. After it got wet in the creek run, I ran the motor long enough where I knew it was going to be bone dry. All the way back to the truck, it drove 15-20 minutes, so it was completely dry. I did have a problem with this once it started getting underwater, was shorting out. I thought this one was waterproofed. Apparently I was wrong. Brought it home and doused it in some conformal coating, which I have. If nobody knows what that stuff's called, it's basically fingernail polish. MG Chemicals 41 or 419D. And the stuff is fantastic. So anyway, body mounts for this. I just got Velcro on the front mounts, and then I made a plate here out of the back. The plate I made consisted of basically the extra battery tray they give you for this that does not fit this body because it's too wide. Okay, so that's how wide it is. I got my the 1080 mounted to it, so I cut it in 3 pieces and just use the middle piece, and it mounts to, so we can get a shot of that, the 4 factory screws there in the back. So that's how it's going to mount. It's just going to be Velcro, nothing too fancy. This is just a take out and trash it kind of body. But anyway, I just want to talk about the maintenance I do on mine, and I get mine wet. All my 110s I get wet when I go on the trail run over at the university I go walking at. And so to keep my bearings in good shape and all that, let's see here. Get this pulled off. Got the brass weights on the inside. Paint them silver. Get my extender off of there. So I don't know how well this is going to show up on camera, but this is still completely saturated with oil after the runs in the creek, and that is not focusing. Anyway, the oil I use, zoom back out, it's called Zoom Spout by Supco. And, well, it's not called Zoom Spout, but it's from Supco, the original Zoom Spout. And this stuff is phenomenal. It does not wash out in water and all that. Multi-purpose lubricating oil, highest quality, but it is a paraffin-based oil, and it does not gum up, and rust and antioxidation inhibited, or rust and oxidation inhibited, so it's antioxidant as well. But yeah, so this stuff, fantastic for your bearings. So after, I usually, when I take it out for a water run, I'll pull the wheels off, and the spout zooms out to that. So you can pretty much have the bottle standing straight up and squeeze it, and the oil comes out. So anyway, yeah, so I will hit all 4 of the bearings and then leave the car standing on a side like this, so it can, actually sit on the bearing. And then I'll have the battery in, and I'll run it for, maybe a minute, so the oil gets distributed inside. Now, my gears, my diff housings, those are packed with marine grease. So I usually do nothing with these. I might take them off once every few months just to check them out. But like I said, it is packed with marine grease, so nothing in there gets wet. Servo's waterproofed as well. Your water is waterproof. You know, the quick run 1080's waterproof. This is waterproof. And other than that, there's really nothing to do. My tires on all of these are sealed, so it takes on no water, but the tires are still soft enough where they grab, and you know, from being sealed, I'm not worried about them ballooning, because as you can see, they give nice flat give, or they give nice and flat, sorry. Just in a hurry trying to cover this, make it, you know, keep it a short video and get this done. So yeah, these are the Proline Super Swampers. Really, really nice tires. All my other 110s, I run the Canyon Trails from Traxxas. The compound on those are phenomenal. They do great wet, muddy, wet moss in the creeks and all that. So, but yeah, I tried getting out last week. Let me get this back together here. I don't have my tripod with me today. I tried getting a running video on this a couple weeks back at the creek, and over at the waterfall and all that they've got. But everything just went to shit. I got near the waterfall, everything was fine. The car started spazzing out because it wasn't completely waterproofed. So I figured I'd take it someplace, you know, where it's not getting completely submarined. And I start walking down the creek and everything looks good. It's a sandy silt bed of the creek, you know, so it looked passable. Well, I was wrong. So my feet went about 4 inches deep in the mud. And so that was a fun time. And so I went to pause the video to relocate, and lo and behold, I deleted my video, or well, ended my video and couldn't pick it up. I don't have a computer. Everything I do here is off my phone. So that is plenty tight. So yeah, I'll try and see if I can't salvage something out of the videos and get that posted as well. But yeah, this is the Element Gatekeeper. So I think that body actually looks pretty good on there. And like I said, that's all Traxxas stickers. There's some from an RGT I had. That's Traxxas. So yeah, it's a mixture of Element, Traxxas, and a couple RGT stickers. But anyway, if you guys have any questions, hit me up. If you like the video, like it, subscribe, share, comment, complain. Anything you would like. I'm trying to get some more room to expand the crawler course down here. So there's the one side. My wife's plants are going to go back outside for the spring here soon. We bring them down here so they can winter. But I got all this 16-foot wall ready to be built on. So should be an adventure. Got the expanding my workstation here. So yeah, trying to keep busy, even though I can't get out and do a whole lot as of late, but that's what we got. And there's the Frankenkeeper. Hope you guys like it.